Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the Alien Gear Photon holster for the Glock 43X. This also fits the Glock 48, and it works on the MOS models that have the rail on it, and this one has the TLR7 sub. This holster is for my wife. It's actually my wife's gun also. She normally carries a Glock 43 without a light on it, and all she has is night sights, and she carries it in a Safari Land inside the waistband front. And she wanted to start carrying this, and with a light on it, we had to get a different holster because her Safari Land is not a light-bearing holster. So we saw the Photon at Bass Pro, and was like, let's try it, why not? And dude, this thing is built really well. Like, it's extremely durable. It's hard to push that in, and for the money, it's a nice holster. I'm thinking about getting one for myself for my Glock 19 to replace my We the People holster, which I don't really care that much for. She decided to go with the small belt loop on it. It's for inside the waistband, but she might carry outside. We're not sure yet. All depends on what mood she's in that day. And it also depends on which personality she's using that day as well. Yeah, this is a solid holster. It's also adjustable for tension. When we first got it, it would not fit in there. I had to loosen up the screws, and it's got these rubber mounts in there. So it's a nice tight fit. I mean, you're not going to drop that out of there. If it falls out of the holster, if this gun comes out of the holster, it's because you want it out, not because it got knocked out. It's a very nice lockup. And it's way better than some of the other holsters we have. And we have a We the People and a Vetter, and I probably won't be buying those again because these and the Safari Land and the Filster holsters that we have are just head and shoulders above those. These also have an option for a mag carrier, like a sidecar setup. So they had right next to it this. It says on there that it's for a single stack 9mm or 40. It does not fit the Glock 43X. There's no way it's going to fit the 43X. Here's the holder. I didn't put any rubber pieces in it because with the screws where they are, the rubber piece does not even touch both sides at the same time. And here's a 43X mag. It will not go in there. It's going to break if I force that in there. Here's a standard 43 mag, and I'm afraid to push it all the way in because I can feel it cracking. Even the 380 mag for the Glock 42, it barely fits in there. And like I say, there's no room for those rubber pieces because they're not even going to compress down. It says it's for a 9 or a 40, but here's a 45 mag for a 1911. It fits perfectly. Like, I could actually use this for a 9mm or for a 45, basically any single stack metal mag. So I don't think this mag carrier is for a polymer mag because it's just way too tight. The way they have it set up inside of it, I'm not sure if you can see. It's got like teeth in there, which is kind of hard to see it, but if those were trimmed down, it would possibly work, but I don't really want to go and Dremel out a brand new mag carrier, so we'll figure out something to do with it. But overall, she's extremely pleased with this holster. The quality to me seems like it's there. It's very well built. It came with a lot of attachments, a lot of screws, extra rubber pieces, different size rubber pieces, different length screws. It's a very well thought out holster. Now, if you try to put a standard Glock 43 in here, or a 43X that doesn't have a light on it, it's not going to fit because the tension on this holster is used on the light. Because the light, as you can see here, is the widest part of the weapon. So you can also see that this part right here is where the light goes. It's wider than the gun is. So if you try to put a gun without a light on there, it's just going to flop around, and it's going to be pointless to use this as a holster to try to retain this gun. These are also ambidextrous. They can be used left or right-handed. And it comes with this cover to cover up the screw holes so you don't get lint and fuzz and whatever else in there when you're carrying. Would I recommend this holster? Yeah, I would. It's a nice holster. I had an Alien Gear years ago, didn't really care for it, but I got to carry differently because I'm fat. I'm like super fat, so I pocket carry usually in a sticky holster. But my wife's not, so she can carry inside the waistband in the front, and that's how she prefers to carry, and this is a very good choice for that. The Photon is also adjustable for cant and ride. You can adjust your belt clips up and down, and you can also cant it side to side like this. So if you want to have your gun like this or like this, you can do that as well. And if you have any questions about this holster that I might be able to answer, go ahead and drop them in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching. Stay safe, and let's take back our Second Amendment.